Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's Tank and Trucker here. And I know I'm like a day late and a dollar short on doing the kind of a review of the new T26E5. I got the P version, which gives it this pretty paint job, which I really kind of like. Then you got, I like where they put our clan emblem too. It looks really cool. Kind of right where the driver's going to be. Got a skull there. Pretty badass looking tank. I think they ran out of paint from here back, though. Anyways, so, as I yank my headset out of my head. So what do I think of it? Buy it. Buy it, buy it, buy it, buy it. It's an awesome tank. The only drawback that I've had so far is I noticed it seems to get ammo racked pretty darn easy. But we'll go over the stats of it real quick. I've got a couple gameplay recordings that I did earlier that I will showcase for it. But anyways, so what do you get? Well, when I bought it, it came with this pretty paint job, and I got the $80 version that came with a bunch of gold and stuff, and I believe a garage slot, and came with all three the vertical stabs, gun rammer, and vents. Saves you in the long run from spending your own hard-earned cash in the game. And by the way, I now currently have every tank in the game. I have every tank from Tier 1 to Tier 10 in my garage. I own every one of them. If you hit Tech Tree, it shows check marks by every tank that you own. If you start with the Americans, you'll see T1. Got all one, Tier 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Russian or German. Same Tier 1 all the way up through Tier 10. I own every one of them. Every single one of them are in my garage. Russian, same thing, Tier 1. You'll see a check mark by every single one of them. I own every one of these in my garage. French, or excuse me, British, same. I own every one of them. Tier 1 to Tier 10 in my garage. French. And I'm just showing you this because some people are, oh, you don't own them all. Yeah, I do. Czechoslovakian. And then you got, is this Japanese, Chinese? That's China, so it's got to be Japanese. I got every Japanese tank. All of them in my garage. And the Chinese. Every one of the Chinese tanks, and I own every one of them in my garage. So I own every tank now from Tier 1 to Tier 10 that are in my garage. Plus, I have a few of the premiums. I've got the VK7201, which you can only get as a Clan Wars reward tank. Right here. Let me think. What other ones? I don't think there's any Tier 9 premiums. No. So a lot of Tier 8 premiums, and I own all these. Got the bobblehead, which is one of the rare tanks. I've been playing this quite a bit. Trying to do heavy tank mission number, I think it's 13 or 14. I think it's 13. Don't quote me. It could be 14. You've got to bounce 3 times your hit points and damage, do 2,000 damage, survive the battle, and win the battle. And then I've only got TD 15, or excuse me, heavy tank 15 to do, and medium tank. You got to kill 2 tank destroyers, 1 tier above you, do 2,000 damage, survive the battle, and win the battle on that one. And that's the 15th one, so you have to do both the primary and secondary to get that. Let me see. T26E5. This is another tank. It's a premium that you don't. It's hard to get. This one actually, you got to get somebody to join World of Tanks, and they have to get a Tier 10 tank, and then this is a tank that I get for doing that. Or you can have somebody that used to play World of Tanks rejoin World of Tanks. I have no clue how much. They got to do a certain amount of damage. I don't know how much it is. I'm not even going to guess. So I got that one. Trying to think of any other special ones I have. That T44-100. This thing's actually kind of fun. I've been playing a little bit more. Had a match in it today. Actually did really good. These side shields actually do help you with splash from artillery and heat rounds, or HE rounds. I mean, if they hit you, it hits that, and heat rounds too will hit that, and just they peter out, tend to not go through. Okay, let me see. Trying to think. Tier 7s, I don't think there's any super special ones in here. 4503, everybody can get that one. Oh, I got the T28 concept. I'm working on getting my T55A. That comes after this one. I love this. This TD is awesome. If you can get these little gizmos here hidden, oh, good luck trying to pen that front plate. It is a bitch. Thing's wicked. Oh, no, they had, yeah, when I got this, you had to get keys to get it, but now you can get it. I actually just bought all the keys instead of dinking around. Now they offered it in the store a while back. I think like 2 weeks ago, maybe. Tier 6. I know there's a couple. I got a couple more here that you can't get. Um, Must be tier 5. I got a couple, or I mean, excuse me, tier 5, and let's see, where is that rascal? Well, I bought the hydrostat before it was even released in the U.S. Got it on eBay, paid oh god, $200 for it. You buy it's like a card, and it came with a code. Somebody had bought a package deal that came with it, and it came with that, and then they sold it, and I bought it. Here's the Stug 4. This is the first premium tank you can win uh, doing those missions. It's actually a fun little guy to play, since I've got all 4 times I've played it. I don't play a lot of smaller tiered tanks. Here's the VK220-2. This has been available a couple times now. I bought it when it was not available. Okay, B2740F. If you get your hands on this rascal, I'm telling you, buy it. You'll love it. It's got wicked armor. It's a lot like the standard B2, or excuse me, B1. Ching. B1, I think, has a little bit better gun for penetration, not by a whole lot, but it's got basically, I think, the same armor values, but for some reason, this B2, the premium one, I seem to bounce a hell of a lot more rounds. T26E5-30. I've only got 14 matches in this. I got a 71% win rate in it. This thing, kind of slow, but it is pretty wicked. I like it. It's got a hell of a gun. For, a tier 4, it's got 120 standard penetration, 161 premium with APCR. I love it. I love my APCR rounds. And your average damage is 160. And it shoots every 5.1 seconds. Armor-wise, 50, 40, 50 on the hull, 50, 40, 40 on the turret, so you're not going to bounce a whole lot, and you notice most everything on it is flat. But if you can get back and set back and just pick people off, you can do it. You can put a hurting on them. A lot of the new tanks I got, too, you'll see crew incomplete. I got the tanks in my garage, but I haven't got them all set up yet. But I'd say I have about 90 to 95% of them all have crews, or crews from premium tanks that you can swap back and forth, and you can basically take them and pop them out and run. You can run them. They're all ammoed up. Every one of them have a premium fire extinguisher. If you look, even my small guys, premium fire extinguishers. I don't like getting toasted. And here's the Goober tractor, or whatever the hell this thing's called. This thing has absolutely no armor. 1488 on both the hull and the turret. The gun is where it shines, but it's not a sniper. I'll tell you that now. Pen's not the best. 43 standard, 87 gold. So you do a lot of, sling a lot of heat. 110 average damage, and it shoots every 5.2 seconds. It's nothing real special. I don't play it a whole lot. 9 matches. Again, I don't play a lot of the smaller tiers anyways. But I buy them even if I don't play them. Just I have them. because I collect tanks. SU-76I, this was an accidental sell. I believe this is the one. Wargaming put it up for sale for like a couple hours. I had bought it from my account, asked my son like an hour later if he wanted it. He said, sure. So I went to buy it for him. Come to find out, they weren't supposed to sell it, so they yanked it real quick. But they didn't take it back from the people that had bought it. FCM 36 Pack 40. This is a wicked little tank destroyer. Fast firing gun, 3.6 seconds. Great pen, 98 for standard, 126 for premium, 110 average damage, and it's pretty accurate, 0.37. Aim time's 1.5 seconds. Yeah, it's a badass little TD. And if you get you've got a camo net, you got nods, you get in a bush, oh my god, you're the sniper from hell. You get down into the smaller tier 2s. Oops, I didn't have, I'm sorry, I didn't have my light tanks lit up here. You'll see a lot of them that, you get for like Christmas, Thanksgiving or whatever. T26E5, combat car. I keep them all. The PCK-38, 735F, this is the Mini Moss. This thing has not been for sale for years. I don't know if they'll ever bring it back either. Tetrarch T45, Light Vic, Type 97 T-Key. Looking for one, and I screwed up, and it's in the tier 3 area. But it's a light tank, and I forgot to have light tanks. Where is that little rascal? Oh, here is BTSV. When I bought this, I paid, I think, $100 for it, and I got it again off eBay, because you couldn't get it in the US yet. This thing has no armor. Basically, 25, 2016 on the hull, 25, 25, 25 on the turret. But look at those angles, man. I've had PZ-1Cs come up right behind me with standard ammo, bounce every single round. Put a whole magazine in, bounce every single the whole magazine. Premium rounds, they can pen it if they get lucky shots, but if you angle it, they're gonna bounce all day long. I love that little thing. It's fun to play. Anyways, so yeah, I'm pretty happy. I got every one of the tanks now from tier 1 to tier 10. And I own them all. So let's get back to, if I can find it, the T26E5 heavy. I almost said medium. Heavy tank. I don't have a lot of matches in it. I only got 13 matches, and I don't have a really superb win rate in it right now. It's only a 46% win rate. The more you play, the better your win rate will go up. I've been getting some real lousy teams, though. And I've noticed, like I was saying earlier, this thing seems to get ammo wrecked pretty easily. I don't know if it's a flaw or if it's supposed to have such a crappy ammo rack, but my loader, second crew skill, I have the safe stowage, and I still get ammo wrecked substantially a lot. I mean, for my first 7 matches, I was ammo wrecked. Not where it popped my top every time, but where I damaged my ammo rack and I had to fix it. The first 7 matches, the first 5, or out of those 7, 5 times I was ammo wrecked. But, so let's go over the stats on this. And we will start with 1,500 hit points, which is pretty standard for a tier 8. The armor on this is pretty phenomenal. One of the matches that I have, you're going to see that just this thing bounced round after round after round after round. It was just bouncing like crazy. I ended up getting taken out because I kind of fubbed up in it's a little, what is that? Skoda T25 with the auto loader. 3 rounds, he was popping rounds in my butt, so I was going to go kill him. Came around the hill, and there was a 1375, I believe, with, auto loader, and he started, from being high, he's got that angle where he's shooting down, so it's like shooting flat. So he was able to pen my armor pretty easy, and he ended up taking me out, I think. So, but your hull armor is 152 in the front, 76 on the sides, 50 in the rear, so don't get hit in the ass with HE because it will tear you up. Turret armor, 190 in the front, which is, let me tell you, man, this whole thing, if somebody starts shooting at you, don't angle your turret, just face right at them, and this thing will just bounce, 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 bounce. I haven't noticed them trying to shoot the commander's hatch. I don't know if it's too hard or if it just bounces and I just don't realize it. But yeah, the front of this thing is just phenomenal. Side 76. I've bounced a few rounds, on a little bit of an angle, but if they get you flush like that, it's going through. And 50 in the rear. With 50 and 127, I take that back. HE with 50 and 127, it's probably not going to do a whole lot of damage, but you might not get your loader knocked out or your commander. They might ammo. It seems like the same. I mean, I got hit in the lower plate. I was getting ammo racked. I got hit in the spot right here. I got ammo racked. I got hit up here. I was getting. It's everywhere in the front. I was getting ammo racked. But yeah. So mobility. It's a 704 horsepower engine. Specific power to weight ratio is 14.98. And for a heavy, this thing actually moves pretty quick. Top speed is 40, and you'll get up to that 40 pretty quick. Reverse is 15. Traverse speed is 34.69, so you don't have to worry about somebody circling around you and shooting you. It's not going to happen. For a medium, it's got decent camo rating. I've got a pretty good crew in this one here. They're on their 1, 2, 3, 4th crew skill working on it. View range is 431. I did put vents on it. I didn't use coated optics or anything because 431, that's good enough. I never worry about the signal range. It's whatever. So, let's look at the gun, which is phenomenal. Rate of fire is 8.33 rounds a minute. My reload is 5.9 seconds the way I have it set up, so mine is actually 10.1 rounds a minute. Average penetration for your standard APCR. Love it. APCR for your standard and your premium. The velocity on those APCRs is actually pretty darn fast. But it's 230 for your standard APCR round. And if that's not going through, you can click your 2 key and bump you up to 259. And that seems to go through pretty much. I haven't had any problems going through a lot of even the tier 10s. It goes through pretty easy. Your HE shells are 45 penetration with average damage of 240, 240, and 320 for HE. Average damage per minute is 2,000. Dispersion at 100 meters is 0.38. Aim time is 2.3 seconds. And all that stuff changes, because like here, aim time is 2.11 seconds. Gun dispersion, the way I have mine set up, is 0.35, not 0.38. So, the stuff comes in handy. And I've been putting vertical stabs on everything that I can. If it's got a gun lane drive and I have an option to put vertical stabs on it, I've been using the vertical stabs because it just aims in a lot quicker. It keeps that reticle shrunk in already. So, I'm going to go ahead and pause it for a second, and you should see a pretty little tank, and I will come back, and we will have a match. And for our first match, we have mines, and it was not a real fair lineup for my team. They had 3 Unicom players, one in their ISU 152, one in their KV2, and one in their Skoda T25. Their team, all in all, was just a little bit better than ours. We had a guy with a 41 win 8, so. But anyways, if there's not artillery, I've been going up to the center area right up here and trying to get shots as they try and get up into the center donut area. And then if there's no artillery, I've been kind of hanging around there and, making sure no one else can get up there or trying to push up there myself. So I shoot right up this way. Excuse me. And these 2 guys here are heading up there, so I'm not able to take the first shot. I almost shot our own MT25 there. It's got a pretty decent reload. I don't know how on God's green earth I actually hit that Cromwell in the butt. I must have just clipped his ass because that was just a crazy shot. And I'm going to kind of, I'll play her back and forth. But I was just taking shots of opportunity here at first. Kind of feeling it out, seeing what's up here. And you start, I'll show you now. Haven't been hit yet, but watch this front. After a little while, it's just peppered with green. Green it's hard to tell. Sometimes it seems like green is none penned. The next thing I know, I see a green mark and I've been penned. So it's supposed to be green is none penetrating, red is penetrated, blue is a bounce too. So I don't know. Now, if I would have let that shrink in a little more, I think I probably would have hit. I hit that KV85. That was the first shot that bounced off right up top there. You can see the little... Let me get through the bush here. See that green mark right there? Anything around that gun mantle on the front of this thing, it just seems to... like an auto bounce. It's got really good frontal armor. I was watching that Cromwell, and I gave somebody my side right there. Like I was saying, the side armor on this is... on the turret's not the best, so... But I had that aimed way up there, you know, so I was kind of saying, hey, please shoot me. That was kind of a retarded move on my part. But you notice they tried getting up there first. Couple of them made it, but then they decided not to keep pushing.
We didn't penetrate their armor.
Now that one actually penned me.
Enemy armor is damaged.
And you'll see the rounds bouncing off my front. Bounce, 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 bounce. Now that T25, I don't know where he hit me. There's another bounce. Another bounce. You know, I bounced 1,545 already. I'd like to know where that he penned me. You know, as you get more bounces, you'll see that where that big red mark in the eagle was is gone now. IS3 just bounced off me. Look at all the green; those are all bounces. So yeah, it has the capability of bouncing just a crap ton of damage. I'm already up to blocking 1,935.
We didn't even scratch them.
He cracks me up. I didn't pen him, but he pens me, and I don't know where the hell he's hitting me to pen me. I'd just really like to know. Oh, whoa, there it is. How on hell... Look at that, you can barely see it. See that red mark right underneath? It's actually underneath the gun mantle. Let me see if I can point it out to you here. I don't know if I can. Right there. How did... He must have hit like underneath the gun mantle and it bounced into the tank or something. 'Cause I don't know how he would have penned that there. But anyways, I get popped in the ass here. I know there was that Skoda T25 up there, so I thought I'm gonna try and knock him out. My mistake was I should have probably just loaded an HE shell, because the splash from that probably would have killed him with 5 hit points. The thing has no armor. But stupid me, no. I keep trying to take pop shots at it with regular AP rounds, and he just had it where you could not hit the roof of the damn thing. It's got a pretty good accuracy on this. I mean, I'm not complaining about that, but I mean, you see, he's not even lighting up. You know, you can. He's just stuck right in there like a freaking tick, and I just couldn't get a shot on him. So I thought, well, I'm gonna go kill him. Well, needless to say, I should have been looking above me. 1375 right there, and then around the corner here in a second comes a Skoda T40. Papow hits me in the pooper. Somebody was able to take him out, and so I was going to continue up here. And that little that little tank, he just hit me right there and penetrated me, but I was at a crappy angle. But that 1375 takes advantage of my screw up here in a second, and there he is. There's 1, 2. So I pop one into him. He bounces one. Bounce 2, and I hit him again. Bounced off me again. But got me on that last shell. We end up, I believe we end up losing this match. So, I don't know if I follow the whole thing. We'll just kind of... Yeah, we end up losing this match anyway. So I'll go ahead and stop this one. And, I'll be back in a second, and we'll do the next match with this. And we're back here, and in this match we're on Windstorm. I was actually platooned up with a couple guys from my clan. Walter Claus and the Peso Kid. And they're pretty couple good players. It was kind of funny because right off the bat, um, one of them gets a kill, and then one of the other guys on my clan gets a kill, and then I got a kill. It was 1, 2, 3. We all got a kill right off the pretty quick right off the bat. Oh, speaking of that, my T27 heavy, I was platooned up with a couple, the Peso Kid and Rip Van Winkle, somebody for another a girl from our clan. She's a wicked good player, but they were able to help me finish my heavy tank mission. I believe it's 12, where you got to get 3 kills within the first 3 minutes of a match, and we literally made it by like 2 seconds. But finally got that mission done. But I know how it is to be in artillery. They don't move that fast, so I thought I'd give this little GW Panther a scoot up here to get him kind of a head start up the hill. Because even though this is a heavy, it's pretty damn fast. So there's no skin off my back just to give him a little boost, get him up the hill. And I figured I'd go over here to the right because I saw we had was a Chaffee, a 3002, and an OI. So, we didn't really have any tier 8s heading this way. So I wanted to get my gun in the game over on this side to kind of cover this side because they were coming pretty heavy. I could see all those mediums over there in B34 area. And I have no clue what this Pershing was thinking, but he was nice enough to come up here with his tier 8 and just let us throttle him. I was waiting for him to back out. I figured he'd try backing out, but he came forward, and I thought, bye-bye. As you can see on our kill count here, we got Peso Kid, 1 kill. Walt Claus, 1 kill, and myself, 1 kill. So we got 3 kills, and it's just my clan. But my clan's pretty good. We got some good players, some real good people, nice people. What in the heck? I must have bumped the fast forward button there. No, I guess not. This looked like it was moving really fast. This VK3002M, I mean, he's, down to 682 hit points, and it does not have that good of a gun. So I thought, well, I'll see what's gonna light up around this way. Take a little peek, nothing there. And then I saw the Cromwell over there, and I thought, he just poked 152 off the VK. And that VK is just kind of sitting there. I'm like, the heck? Cromwell just shot, pull forward and plug him one, but he kind of stayed in the back there. So I thought, the hell, I'll go up there and give him a nice plug. But watch this. This is funny. I shoot him with a standard round, but it bounced. Cromwells have no armor. Control tab. What did I do here? Sorry about that. I saw that ELC trying to get up the hill, and I hate to be ya. So I'm up to 2 kills, and I've been shot 1 time, and that's it so far. Cromwell got taken out by the Dicker Max. I believe the Dicker Max took him out. And I thought to myself, hey, it's arty hunting time. They got 3 artilleries, and this side is completely cleared. Nothing over here. GW Tiger. I saw Mutts over there. Oh, I shot over my grape. So I'm only up to 671 damage. I was a little bummed I didn't do a whole lot of damage here. And you saw it's been non-stop. I haven't stopped moving. Start climbing up the side of the hill there. So I was flushing them out to my clanmates over there. And then as they came out over the other way, he says, hey, I'm flushing them back to you. And sure enough, they started coming back this way. Nothing better than taking out artillery. Makes me feel refreshed. I'm up to a whopping 793 damage, and the game's almost over. I should have loaded an HE shell, and stupid me, I didn't. I left him with 50 hit points. That's alright. So I'm up to 1,013 damage. And I don't even know if I don't think I even get another shot off. I think that was it for me. Yeah, I said, hey guys, I'm not even gonna cap. I'm not getting on the cap. I'm gonna come over there and try getting more damage. Watch how fast these guys disappear. I'm like, crap, save me some. There's one gone. Now they're down to two. That E5 over in the city lasted the longest. I saw the Panther disappear, and I thought, hell, then I'm getting on cap, get a couple cap points at least. Because there was no way in God's green earth I was going to get over there and be able to take that E5. I wouldn't even get over there by the time he was already taken out. So I thought, I'll at least get a couple cap points. So I got hit one time and it bounced off the Cromwell. And at 1,013 uh, damage, all with standard rounds after they resupplied the ammo. Painted the bullet hole that didn't go through. Um, I ended up making 40, I think it was 43,000 credits after all that. So yeah, this thing, it makes some dang good money. Um, do I recommend it? Highly, 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 highly. They've got two versions of it. This version with the pretty paint job, and then they've got the standard T26E5 that has no paint on it. Um, I haven't even tried putting any other kind of camo on it because this is, on it for every map. Um, I remember them saying, I think if you bought it with the camo on it, and if you wanted it off, it's like in December, they're going to give you the option to take the camo off. Either that, or if you got the version without the camo, they're going to let you put it on. It's either or, I can't remember. But I'm going to leave it on there. I think it looks pretty cool. But yeah, if you got an extra 50, 60 bucks, whatever it is in your pocket, oh man, snag one of these bad boys. Like I said, I did notice a little bit of problems with getting ammo racked, but last couple matches I haven't been ammo racked, but I've also been staying hull down as much as possible and angling and, whatnot. What you gonna do? But like I said, I highly recommend it. It's a fun tank to play. It's ballsy. It's got great armor. The gun is good. It's got good penetration. I wish it did do a little more than what was it, 230 average damage, and it's paused. I think I already said what it was. Yeah, excuse me, 240 average damage. 230 is the penetration. But it's worth every penny of it. I really enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. So if you get some extra cash, or the wife wants to get you something, say, hey, I want this tank. Because we the people on the barrel, I like that, it's pretty cool. We the people want this tank in your garage. But, anyways, this is Tank and Trucker. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the like button down below. If you didn't like it, hit the like button anyways. Just because. And I am going to do another video on AKV2 in a little bit. And it's kind of a kick-ass video. You're going to love it. It's one of those where you go, how the hell do you shoot that thing? So anyways, you guys take it easy, and I hope to see you on the battlefield, and you guys be safe.